An emergency management organization is apologizing after one of its employees, possibly former employees, accidentally posted an offensive meme on social media. So this is the Chelan County Emergency Management Facebook page where this meme was posted. They had to apologize for it. It says all lives splatter. Nobody cares about your protest. Keep your ass out of the road. Now, like I said, they had to apologize for it. Apparently, emergency services workers this week accidentally posted an offensive meme to his department's official Facebook page after initially intending to only post it to their own personal page.
Oh, well, that's it.
The person who posted it has not been identified. I genuinely don't care what his or her identity is, but that person also included the following comment: I don't wish harm on anyone, but protesters don't belong in the road. So staff at the emergency management did release a statement saying that they feel terrible about this inappropriate and hurtful post and that it made it onto the Facebook page. Changes have already been made to procedure to assure nothing like this will ever occur in the future.
Okay, a couple of things here. So I'm not buying any of this. I do believe that he accidentally posted it on the official page instead of his personal page. Or maybe he realized afterwards that was a bad mistake and everybody did. But that's the least relevant part of the story. So you've got a cop here apparently who thinks Black Lives Matter is a joke. And so if you're doing a protest, I'm gonna call it, all lives splatter. I get it, like we get to murder you and run you over in the streets.
So I just wanna quickly clarify something. I haven't read that it was a cop. And I just wanna be clear about that. This is like an emergency response, emergency management arm of the county. So we don't know if it's a cop, and I just wanna make sure that we're clear on that.
Thank you, Anna. Yeah. So it's the Sheriff Brian Burnett who's making excuses. It is an unnamed emergency services worker that apparently posted this, okay? So important clarification. Now, that worker thinks, and I mean, if they're an emergency service worker and they're driving an ambulance, and they think all lives splatter, is that a good thing? I don't know, I'm deeply concerned about it. Okay, secondarily, we just had Charlottesville, where a neo-Nazi ran over somebody and murdered them, and it was considered an act of domestic terrorism. You're still posting that meme after Charlottesville.
Social media has done some pretty incredible things, right? Because people can't help themselves. People don't stop. I don't care if it's your personal Facebook page. Obviously, it's worse if it's the Facebook page that belongs to your employer and it's an emergency response organization, right? But here's the thing, just think about what you're about to post for a minute before you post it. If you have even the slightest reservation or even the slightest hint or clue that it could get you in trouble, or some people might criticize you for it because it's deeply offensive, especially given the fact that someone was just run over and killed for being a counter protester, don't post it. Just don't post it.
So, look, I know what the excuse is gonna be. It's look, it's not about any particular protest or race, religion, nothing like that. It's just annoying to have people on the road. And so that's why we wanted to run them over and kill them. And we're just kidding around, man. I mean, we probably won't kill them, but I really don't care about your protest so much that we think it's funny that we would kill you. It's also so funny when the Muslim radicals go out there and drive people into people and kill them, dozens at a time and all over Europe. And that's so funny, right? Oh, that's not funny, but this is funny. Why is that not funny and this is funny?
Well,
I would argue that both are not funny.
Yeah, both are obviously not funny.
Yeah.
But they'll find excuses.
Yeah.
They'll find excuses. And look, when we covered the story of the lawmakers who wanted to pass legislation that would make it okay if someone accidentally runs over protesters who are blocking roads, people would make excuses for it. Well, you shouldn't be blocking the roads. Really? You think that calls for an execution? Like people who are blocking the road during a protest deserve to be executed?
And you're gonna say, oh, come on now, you guys are exaggerating. I mean, if you run people over, are they really gonna die?
Yeah, they're gonna die.
That's kind of what happens, and that's exactly what happened in Charlottesville with Heather Heyer. Lastly, this is a minor thing, but it's relevant to whether they're cops or emergency service workers, etc. And I think the attitude of the sheriff bothers me. And so anyway, nobody cares about your protests. Well, if you're the sheriff, your job is to kind of care about their protests. If you're an American and you're part of the government, your job is to protect their right to protest. So I hated Burnett's excuse of, oh, he or she accidentally posted it on the official page when he meant to be hateful on his personal page.
Right.
So it's no big deal. And so if he winds up running you over or not taking care of you after somebody else runs you over, I mean, he just did that personally. He didn't do it as an official. Well,
that's how he really feels, or how she really feels behind the scenes.
Yeah, so we were trying to cover it up. So we made a mistake in how we covered up their real feelings. So that's what we apologize for. But will we take action against this person? Or at least sit him down and talk to him and go, wait, now, you're not really gonna run over people, right? And if you're in an ambulance, and remember, let's read the Constitution together. Let's read the First Amendment together about the right to assemble and how, as part of the government, we're supposed to protect that right. Remember that there is something other than the Second Amendment in the Constitution. At least have that conversation and make us feel a little bit better that you actually care about the Constitution, our laws, and our lives. It's not too much to ask for. Help us build independent media together. Come join us, tytnetwork.com/join.